everybody, it's Honest John again, and usually I don't like to admit I was wrong, but I'm happy to admit that I was wrong about Alabama. I thought that they would send a child molester to the U.S. Senate. Instead, they picked the Democrat, Doug Jones. But it was a close race. Don't forget, almost half of Alabamans did vote for the child molester. So it wasn't an overwhelming victory. But credit where it's due. The majority of Alabamans did reject Roy Moore. And maybe it wasn't just about the child molesting. Maybe some of it was also about creepy old Steve Bannon. After the Civil War, there were a lot of Northerners who were called carpetbaggers because they came down south and tried to exploit and abuse the Southern people for their own gain. And Bannon looks an awful lot like a modern-day version of the carpetbagger. And maybe some of it was about Trump. Trump did go all in on Roy Moore. He recorded robocalls for him. And even though he didn't go to Alabama and complain, he was very near the state holding rallies in which he endorsed Roy Moore. And maybe Alabamans have taken a look at Trump and seen him, and maybe they just don't like the idea of having a traitor in the White House who's doing Putin's bidding instead of working for the country. And maybe some of it was about the Republican Party as a whole. For one thing, in this election, people of color came out in record numbers. Almost as many black people voted for Doug Jones as voted for Barack Obama. The GOP has cultivated the racist vote. And as they've gone more and more to the right, their racism has become a lot more visible. And maybe they finally not only sparked outrage in people of color, but in non-racist conservative whites as well. And maybe some of it was about the Republican tax plan. Tea Party Republicans were sent to Congress because a lot of ordinary people saw the Republican Party as being too much enthralled with the richest people in the country. And just maybe the Republican tax plan made it clear to them that the Tea Party had betrayed them. That the Tea Party was no different than the establishment Republicans that they campaigned against, at least when it comes to coddling the rich. If the Democrats are smart, they will use the GOP tax plan as a central issue in the 2018 campaign. They will bring it up over and over again. One thing is clear, if the Republicans can lose in Alabama, they can lose anywhere. Thanks for listening.